Hello, welcome back to our MekHQ playthrough for Raven Acquisitions. Last episode, we had some interesting battles. We intercepted a gigantic convoy, and we got a little bit of a reward for it, not too shabby. We're still sitting a little bit over 20 million C-bills. We're at 23.8 actually. And we just need to keep on getting what salvage we can here. So we have a couple of missions coming up. Hopefully we can go through both of these tonight. Let's see, we have to destroy 50% of this ep4. They are trying to get to the board edge, so they're going to be starting south. They're trying to get north. We're going to be starting, I don't know, center, I suppose. But let's get a different unit into battle here. So that would be interception defense. So let's throw Charlie Lance in there. And then we have the frontal engagement, or pivotal engagement. Massive enemy force in a city hot urban jungle. We have to destroy 25% of their forces. Let's take a look at what we got. Which of our lances has some jumping in it? We got one jumper and Able Lance. We have the Grasshopper that can jump, and the Phoenix Hawk that can jump, and Baker Lance. So we're going to put Baker Lance in there. There we go. We're not reinforcing them at all here. And we're going to advance a couple of days. We just need to get to 27th. So I wonder if what's going on here? I don't understand. Trying to fix armor on the Grasshopper needs impossible. Grasshopper N? 5N? Hang on, is it still being I'm gonna GM mode here a little bit, just to pull my unit out real quick. That's Baker Lance. So, actually we can before I do that, let's just take a look at it. Grasshopper, hanger, right here. Oh, it's missing a little bit of armor. Okay, well, let's quickly fix that. I didn't know. And it's still a few days anyway. So let's reset deployment. Go out of GM mode. This is so we can fix little dumb mistakes like this. Repair bay, fix the Grasshopper. I don't know why it's like an impossible target number, but we're gonna throw some good text at it and just get it done. 300 minutes for this one, and done. Now we go into the briefing room, and this is something that we wouldn't send a mech out that we could easily repair. Like if we were in a time crunch and we had to send out a mech that was damaged, that's one thing. But we're no rush here. Not in any hurry. Personnel market update. Oh, there's an elite medic. What if that has, we'll hire it. Vehicle crew member. Let's hire them. And a regular gunner. 5-6. We're okay without that. Let's grab that HR. Let's see. We have 430. 430 goes up to 450. So we get 20 more people by hiring that HR person. All right, run the next day. Go to the next day, and I think this is a whole new crop of people. I don't see that vehicle gunner in here. Okay. I wouldn't mind finding a couple more mechanics. I'm sure we could hire those locally if we really wanted to, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. We're not in an extreme crunch. Let's start the game here. Interception defense. This is in an urban terrain. Not a big fan of that, but I think this is the lance with the Atlas in it. So if it's going to be an urban fight, we are starting center. The enemy is starting south. Oh, this is where they're trying to go north. Gotcha. All right, we're done. I'm going to try to deploy the Atlas last. Is this really urban? Technically, I guess. Okay. So this is a hunchback. Definitely a what is it? What kind is it? Oh, it's a swayback. It's the hunchback P with all the medium lasers. Do we get control of this battlefield? We will control the battlefield. Cool. All right. I'm gonna also. I think when I'm done here, I'm going to ask in the Discord for MekHQ what it would take for it to stop showing the nicknames, like the call signs, and start showing the actual unit. That would make this go a little bit. That looks like a rifleman. It is. It's a rifleman and a falcon. Okay. So we need some good gunners over on the right. This guy's a 4.5, 4.3, 4.4. If we're going to slow that falcon down, we need someone over here that can actually hit it. I'm going to put the Crusader back in the back here a little bit. It's got the LRMs. And the Atlas is going to be in the dead center. Come at me, bro. We just need to destroy 25% of it, 50%. Shouldn't be too bad. What is that? It's an LRM carrier. Yes, it is. Let's start moving this Centurion. Actually, let's move the Crusader towards these woods. I might end up parking it in there. Actually, I'll just turn my go like that. Have a basic movement modifier. And I'll go like this. The Manticore has a LRM 10 and a PPC and pretty decent armor. He's a 4.3, not too shabby. He's just going to stay still there in the woods. Give him a +1 modifier to be hit. Here's the Awestruck. He's a 5.5. Centurion's a 5.5. The Atlas 4.4. So I could go like that and completely whiff when I try to kick him. So he's just going to stay still too. So he gets +1 modifier just for hanging out. Same for the Centurion. And then the Awestruck. He's not great, but we would like to take this Falcon out if we can. So let's arrange our weapons. We want the highest damage weapon first. The LRM-10 pairs with the PPC in the range there, so we're going to twist the turret. Actually, no need to twist the turret. Let's leave it as is. And we'll just fire. And maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we won't. That LRM carrier, would love to hit the LRM carrier. Let's select the Atlas back here. All right, this is the Atlas. This isn't the classic Atlas. This has the RS. Okay, well, the AC-10 is the top damage. Oh, hang on. AC-10 is the top damage dealer. So we'll fire that. We'll fire both large lasers. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty decent Atlas. It lacks the AC-20, but I mean, a couple large lasers plus an AC-10 kind of make up for it. The Centurion needs 9s to hit. It's about the best shots I'm going to get, so let's do that. Done. The Awestruck. The reason why we're really focusing on this thing to this degree is if it gets past us, we can't catch it. Like, we really can't. LRMs, 10s, 9s. I can fire some, let's shoot at this rifleman. It probably, yes, it's large laser AC5, so it doesn't have much armor. So we'll try and punch some holes in the armor of the rifleman. Although I really do need to engage that LRM carrier, especially if it's some kind of specialist gunner. Well, the rifleman took a little bit of damage. Not a lot, but some. We hit the Falcon, I think, a little bit, but didn't really hurt him. Didn't really damage. Oh, I locked him. What if we kick him? 9. Then I would need a 5 to stay up. Let's do it. Well, that stinks. The Falcon's going to get through. The Manticore is just going to chill out where he is. Oh, there's another one. It's a Maxim heavy hover transport. Okay, the Atlas is going to chill out where he is. I could get into the rear arc of the Hunchy. We'll do that. That does risk being kicked. However, I can do this. Oh, you foolish rifleman. Okay, and it's 7 hexes. It is. I could twist and get him into my front arc. So the Crusader is going to skip movement. And then the Centurion, I would like to get him within 7. That looks like right around here. It's 6. I could go like this and get a movement modifier, but then I am in the front arc of that Hunchy. Well, that puts me at his medium range. So he's probably going to go for the Awestruck. All right, Atlas, twist. Or that's the Manticore. Twist. Hang on, let's check the Atlas first. What do his numbers look like? 8s. Not too shabby. We'll go for it. Then the Manticore can shoot at this Hunchback. No problem. The Centurion can shoot into the Hunchback, into his rear. Fire. Fire. And then I think I'm going to go for the Rifleman here. Skip. We will do LRMs. Plus the medium laser, why not? We'll build up a little bit of heat. Right, now I can fire my LRMs. Needing 8s. If I'm lucky, I'll hit with 1. Now we get some shots into the back of this guy here. My pilots are not great in this, Lance. But I need to, you need to get them into battle, and hey, we immobilized the Maxim. You need to get them into battle and train them up a bit. All right. Well, the Falcon isn't dead. Unfortunately, let's give this. What if we just double kick the Rifleman? Yeah, let's double kick the Rifleman. For being a big boy, they don't generally have a lot of armor on these Riflemen. They are a backline support mech of type. All right, so the Manticore is going to chill out. The Atlas is going to chill out. That Falcon did not go very far. That's 8. What if I go in the Crusader right here? That puts me at optimal range for the LRMs, even though I have to run to do it. But that's okay. I can go like this even. Be a little bit further back. Yeah. LOS blocked by terrain. I don't get that. Level -1. No, I think I'll have eyes on them. So I have to run, but it does reduce the to hit modifier by 2 because you're going from medium range to short range. And you're adding 1 by running. So the Centurion's just gonna walk like this. We'll run like this, I guess. But we're going to stay in the rear arc of the Hunchback, even though the Hunchback isn't really, yeah, he's not really damaged in the torsos or anything. It's not like he's carrying ammo either. So actually, let's back up this Centurion like this. There we go. Now we know where the Rifleman's going. And we can go like this and turn a little bit. Now we're going to stay facing towards him so we can chase him wherever he decides to go. All right, cool. Manticore, you're going to fire at the Rifleman, I believe. Actually, better numbers against the Hunchback, so let's do that. Because we'll be putting fire from a lot of other mechs into the Rifleman. Okay. The Centurion. Skip. There we go. And Centurion. One good autocannon hit to the back of this Hunchback could, it could very well take out a gyro or something else. 7s to hit. If I'm lucky, I can hit with both. I just need to roll average. Is that asking too much? Maybe. A bunch of scatter shots into the rear of the Rifleman. The Alice, we're not going to fire at that Maxim because it's crippled. Like it's done. How's the armor look on this thing? Not looking too good. And I'll be kicking him in his right leg if I can land a kick, which might take him down. But let's go back to the Atlas. And we're going to dump fire into the Hunchy. That Rifleman's kind of a dead man walking. Did I miss the Falcon? Missed them both. Okay. Shame. But what are you going to do? Well, missed the leg shot. All right, maybe I should have focused a little bit more on the Rifleman. Manticore, stay there. Atlas, stay there. What kind of infantry is that? Foot platoon. It's our turn to move. So we're going to run the Crusader this way. Walk the Crusader this way. We're going to move right here and get point blank on the LRM carrier. If we're lucky, we can knock that LRM carrier out in one go. Where'd that Falcon go? Falcon's probably up in here somewhere behind this terrain. That's fine. That means the Crusader can turn and shoot towards the Rifleman. And then the Ostrok's going to back up like this and leave his large lasers in play if needed. All right. Little Rifleman's running away. So let's twist the turret and unload on the Hunchy. We will try and knock this thing here out. Again, we're going to keep punishing the Hunchy if we can. I can twist, and I can fire LRMs all the way down here. If I, yeah, let's fire, let's shoot one pack of LRMs because I'm starting to overheat a bit. One pack of LRMs down there, along with that's it. And then large lasers up here at the rifleman. Needing 9s, we'll fire both of them. Then the Atlas will twist this way to get my frontal weapons. And let's fire the SRMs to go with it. Lots of stuff happening, lots of things falling over. Let's give him a kick. There you go. Left leg is destroyed. He ejected. Manticore, you will stay there. This Centurion is going to start maneuvering back this way to get some shots around the forest here. The Atlas is going to move into these heavy woods. So hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't have enough movement to turn into the heavy woods. But we'll turn to face the rifleman. And the Centurions is going to go like this and be ready to kick. And the Crusader can go like that and get into the rear arc. No. Hang on. I want my SRMs to be able to fight, to be able to shoot. So we're gonna keep them in my front arc. The SRMs are in the legs. Twist and fire at that over there. Again. And again. Just want to take that LRM carrier out if we possibly can. So I'm better on heat this turn. I can go 2 medium lasers and 1 sort of with a left leg. Hang on, what's going on here? This is my target. Sorry, I must have been shooting at the LRM carrier. Go with the left leg gun, left leg SRMs, and the machine guns. Done. With my little weapons here, we're just throwing damage all over the rifleman, hoping for something critical. And we'll do the same here again. We'll do 2 large lasers. Alright, the rifleman is down. LRM carrier down. Let's take a look at the battlefield. The Falcon tank is gone. So we'll go one more turn to machine gun the infantry down. So the Manticore is just going to stay where he's at. The Centurion's going to walk up here. Centurion can go over here. The Atlas can skip. The Ostrock can go like this. And this can move a little bit, so I'm just going to go like that. And we'll skip. We'll fire a medium laser because it's free. Medium laser. Machine guns. So we'll do SRMs plus machine guns plus a medium laser. Done. And a couple mediums and the larges. Just holding off on the autocannon 10s and whatnot. Oh, come on, there's 2 men alive? Maybe I can... There we go. So now we do victory. And it's over. The Falcon got away, I think. Yep. We keep battlefield control. Gives us a little bit of salvage, perhaps. There we go. So what can we do? The Hunchback did eject. So maybe we keep that. And we'll sell pretty much everything else for some money. Next. I think we can safely say that we capture the Hunchback pilot, right? We didn't necessarily go pick him up, but we can easily go do that. Same for the Rifleman pilot. And then the Hunchback died to the Centurion in his back. That would be Centurion number 1, because number 2 was over there fighting the LRM carrier. The Maxim died to the Atlas. And the Falcon got away. Okie dokie. Issue some awards. We're going to get a little bit of money, 1.3 million C-bills, and we get a very dilapidated Hunchback. So we go over here to our parts needed report. Interesting. So what all is damaged on this thing? So we replaced the cockpit. We'll use a veteran tech for that. We replaced the armor. We can replace the torso, but we'll use a veteran tech. 180 minutes. Perfect. Some more armor repair. We'll use a veteran tech to replace the arm. We'll replace the other arm, 200 and some minutes. Let's use an elite tech for that. Cool. And then a bunch of armor replacements. We've got a lot of regular technicians that are ready to go. And then we need to repair some actuators. So we use our veteran techs. If they don't fail, then we need to replace the leg. Go to our main technicians. All right, so we can't do that today. And since we are on a friendly planet, we'll go for it with a vet tech. There we go. Now we replace the armor. We replace the heat sink. We can use regular text for this. Lots of actuators were damaged. Hey, does that mean we have a working Hunchback P? It says it's crippled, but what if we assign it a technician? So who has some minutes left? Didn't we just hire a technician? We'll grab this one here. And what if we assign them a veteran pilot? It says undamaged. Look at that. Very cool. Let's have a Saladin hover tank down here. We can. Oh, it's mothballed. Activate it, and tomorrow it will be. Let's go forward day. We will hire a minimum complement. We will assign them a technician. This one here, I guess. Then we have that partisan tank. Okay, so there's a mission here today. Veteran MekTech? Yes, please. Absolutely. Wouldn't mind more mechanics. So today is another operation. We're at 30 minutes in. It's going to be an urban battle, so it might take a while. So we will just save the game. And I appreciate you so much for being here. I'll see you next time.